Hey boys, welcome back to round 2 of the Roosters career mode, season 2, and we're taking on the Eels, and the Eels are going to be a tough side. There's Kieran Foran there. It's going to be a fairly different team to the real life side, but yeah, we the first round we did beat the Warriors pretty convincingly, 18-6 I think it was, but it was a very scratchy win. As we look at their side there, it's a good side, like I said, should be full strength. Anthony, someone there was in instead of Norman, which is a little strange. Norman might have moved on, not too sure. Oh, he's on the bench. Norman's on the bench was a bit weird. Maybe because he got him as like a 5'8", so he doesn't play halfback. So yeah, they got a strong side. It's a little weaker because Norman's not starting, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. But as can you tell here, unfortunately, we had a good opportunity to attack there, but just blew it. But yeah, the Warriors game, it was a good solid win, but it was a little sloppy. No, we can definitely play better than that, and it'll take a bit to get used to the new recruits. But Boyd Cordner finds himself out on the wing here, gets it back to Jake Friend. Can't get the try though. We just needed a speed start. I don't know where all the centers and wingers were. It was just all the forwards. But last tackle, Mitchell Pearce here is going to put in a neat little chip kick actually, and Takeaho get above the pack. He's going to get held up though. Good stuff by Takeaho. He's been in pretty good form in real life lately. As Dylan Harper there, the aggressor, goes a little too hard, takes off somebody's head, and could be a couple of weeks right there. As we spread it out to the right here, Ferguson beats one, looking to link up, but Kenny Dale was just slightly slow on the uptake there. I thought we could get him to him, but just took the tackle, which is probably the smart idea. As we go back to the left here, onto Copley, but Big Sammy there drives him back in the tackle, and it's pretty much been all us. All the attack has come from us at the moment. We just can't cross the stripe. As we get it back to Pearce here, gets it back to Kenny Dow, onto Cordner. Just the scramble from the Eels, very, very good. 84 metres gain though, that is a huge set in attack, and a neat little grubber. But Michael Gordon does nice stuff there, gets it out of the in goal, so saves his team for another repeat set. Is right there, the inside pass, it was timed a little late, and it sort of halted the progress. Otherwise, Cordner would have been straight through and could have linked up with someone a little earlier, but not to be. As once again, get a chance to put in another attacking kick. It's going to be out to Cordner though. I don't want him to kick it, but under Kenny Dow. Ferguson going for the try line. He's not going to get there, or is he? He's going to get there. Kieran Foran came up with a huge one-on-one hit here. And it's one of those times where it is a little annoying. I don't really like, in all honesty, I don't know how I feel about the drag animation. It is good in terms of, forwards can get more meters and you can push players over the sideline occasionally, but times like that where you score tries, as Jaden Nikarima there cops a high shot, the Eels a bit fired up, but when you score tries like that and the computer scores tries like that, it sort of makes me feel like I don't like the drag animation, but I don't know. I don't know if I would say I don't want it in the next game or not. It's a tricky one. I'm not too sure. I don't like scoring tries like that, but at the same time, it's probably not. It probably should be in the game. As Mitchell Pearce there, just before just before halftime, we do decide to take the field goal. Playing it smart, I guess. As Kenny Tower of the kickoff, I think, it's going to get taken over the sideline. A bit of a trend. Poor old Kenny Dowell. He's had a up and down sort of a game. He's caused a bit of havoc, but he's made a few errors. But the Eels here, probably their first chance inside our 50-meter line, and they throw a forward pass to Daniel Alvaro there. So a terrible play. But then off the scrum, it's going to be that man Alvaro making up for it. It's one of those times where the fucking plays in the scrum just broke early, and we threw it straight into them. And that man again, Daniel Alvaro, what the hell is going on? He just ran around everybody, put the little right foot step on Mitchell. I couldn't switch to anyone I wanted to, and Alvaro gets the try. He's just been in everything. I couldn't believe that. It's actually really funny. As Pearce here though makes that good ground, throws the dummy straight through. Good scramble there. Might have been Bretta Farimo there. Comes up with a tackle. Look to spread it back to the... We've done that a bit this game. We've gone to the open, cut back to the blind. It hasn't really worked for us. I don't know why I kept trying to do it this game, but it we had numbers out there. If we could just get that pass away, we had like a 3-on-1. We are looking out that way still. Nikorima is on in dummy half, and Dale Copley this time. A huge gap to go through, and this time just pinned the ears back and takes on the fullback. Just wasn't going to be stopped. Michael Gordon was he was on the try line. He wasn't ready for the break, so it's good stuff as Blake Ferguson is still kicking. And that's one thing, I don't know if I said this in the last game, but Ferguson, he's going to be kicking for a while. I don't want Ferguson as the main kicker, but I literally, every time I forget. I forget every time I start a game. I just go into the game, Ferguson is kicking, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck, I forgot again. So it's going to be, I don't know, a fair few rounds of Ferguson kicking. I will try to remember for the next time I play this career mode to switch Ferguson. I don't know, who should I have kicking? I'll probably have Latrell Mitchell kicking, just because he does kick in real life. He seems like a good kicker. Takiaho is obviously another good choice, but he does have a break. I don't have him on the whole time, so I'll probably just put Mitchell kicking. Has Michael Gordon that was pretty much a carbon copy of Daniel Alvaro's try, and yeah, he just bamboozled us. That's a nice kick there. Oh my goodness, I was so mad right here, but we get so lucky. It must have bounced just before I picked it up. I just didn't want Mitchell to pick it up, but then of course he just lunged for it, but we got a bit of fortune there. That was actually a big moment in the game, you know. About 10 minutes to go, we're only up by 1 point. That field goal is looking pretty strong at the moment. As Daniel Tupou, though, just out of nowhere, you know. Haven't been, honestly, for a game of Rugby League Live 3, there hasn't really been that many line breaks. Both sides, like the Eels have actually defended really well, but right here it was just Daniel Tupou. I think it was a nice quick play the ball, and one of the Eels players was offside, and there was a massive hole, and then we took on Gordon, and Daniel Tupou, very quick in this game, just pinned the ears back, went for the try line and got there. So we have a pretty sizable lead again, 7 points. It's a good lead as Daniel Tupou again finds himself in the open, but who was that? Michael Jennings. We did step around Gordon, but Jennings came up with a huge tackle right there as we spread it back to the right here onto Penny Tarapo, the new recruit, back onto Takiaho. Gets the offload almost perfect, but it's actually worked out pretty well. Another offload. I just couldn't help myself, but now David Gower is away. Boyd Cordner is actually going to get him. Good stuff by Cordner. I just couldn't help myself. It was just, you know, the passes were coming nice and quickly, and we threw a couple of nice offloads, and that last one, it was on, man. I mean, we had them shot. We just had to get that offload away. We probably would have scored, but the Eels once again throwing a forward pass from dummy half. They've been pretty shocking in attack as Nikorima does really good stuff there to get away and then set up Tupou, but looks like Radra there makes the tackle, but gives away the penalty probably for the best there as Pierce from dummy half just goes straight through the middle of the field, and should be about the last play of the game as Penny Tarapo gets it back to, I mean, again, Takiaho, who's done a lot of work this game, as we're looking to, you know, get a nice finish for the game here. Nice little play there, but the Eels did not fall for it. They just stood their ground, made the tackle, and once again, you know, a solid win, a bit scratchy, but, you know, it was good stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.